Poughkeepsie is the birthplace of the Bill of Rights. In 1788, the convention to ratify the U.S. Constitution. So New York's discussion about, are we going to join this new United States? Because after independence, the country had operated under the Articles of Confederation, very loose government, no strong federal center. The states could kind of do what they wanted, including putting tariffs on goods coming in from other states. So, like, New York could say, we don't like our competition with New Jersey, so we're going to put a tariff on everything that comes in from New Jersey. Ben Franklin thought that was a pretty bad idea. So they write the Constitution down in Philadelphia. They have to send it out to the states for ratification. And when the convention meets right next door to where I am, I'm at 22 Market Street. Next door to us is the county courthouse. So right next door, you had Alexander Hamilton facing off with New York Governor George Clinton, Federalists versus Anti-Federalists. The Federalists are like, hey, if we're going to have a real country, if we're going to be able to protect our trade, protect our borders, act as an equal with the great nations of Europe and the rest of the planet, well, we need a strong federal government. We can't have these states like enacting tariffs against each other and having their own currencies. Like, imagine having to have an exchange rate between New York and North Carolina. George Clinton and Anti-Federalists are saying we didn't just fight one war to escape from an empire, to be forced to join another empire. We fought this war for New York's independence, not so that we could then have basically an elected king, which is their argument for what the president would be. So between June and July, for 6 weeks, these guys and their parties are debating back and forth next door. And finally, Melanchthon Smith, named after that guy from the Lutheran Reformation over in Germany, steps out and says, all right, we're super close here. And by the way, Massachusetts has ratified the Constitution. So now it is going into effect. So if we don't ratify, we're going to have a problem. So how about this? Anti-Federalists are concerned that this Constitution puts all of the power in a central government, and the people's voice just is really not going to be heard in the way that we want it to be. How about we attach a document with a list of individual rights that the federal government can never trample on? Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from illegal search and seizure, all the things that you can find in the Declaration of Independence. So we're preserving all of the stuff we fought for. But at the same time, we know we're going to have to join this country. And the Anti-Federalists are like, okay, I guess we can get behind that. We'll have a conditional ratification that some list of enumerated rights is passed. And that, at least we here in New York argue, is the birth of the Bill of Rights, which, of course, is the centerpiece for individual liberty here in America and throughout the planet, because most of the other democratic republics on Earth copy the United States. So that is one of my cocktail stories.
That's incredible. Now, why isn't that fact mentioned in Hamilton, the musical? Why isn't that in there?